ladies, gentlemen, and Mandalorians. Today we are going to be making a whole appetizer and dinner from the Galaxy's Edge cookbook. Yay! Okay, so what we're going to be doing first, since it takes a while, is the Ronto wrappers. So I have everything measured out, and we'll be starting with the Ronto wrappers, and tonight we're going to do the Ronto wrap, and then we're going to do the fried Zuchii. Should be fun. Yay! Okay, so let's start it. So you can see I have almost everything kind of, set out here. I got my bowl. Alright. So, first in a medium bowl, we'll combine the water, 3/4 cup of water, warm water for the yeast, and then a tablespoon of olive oil. This is already dirty since I used it for the garlic before. Don't mind it. Alright, and then it says we gotta add the teaspoon of brown sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, and then the teaspoon of dry yeast. Alright, I'm gonna mix all that up. Okay, and we're gonna add the garlic. And it's 2 cloves of minced garlic, and then the dry herbs, which could either be, it's either savory or marjoram, but I have honestly Italian herbs because I forgot to pick that up at the store, which it should, just dry herbs is fine. All right, so I'm gonna mix all that up. And then we want to gradually mix in 2 cups of flour. So we'll put a little bit of that in, mix it up, a little bit more, mix it up. Alright. Keep mixing. See how it's kind of, mix it all together so it forms the dough. Whew, that garlic is strong. Alright. Got a good dough forming. I just have a little bit left of the flour to put in. It says to mix it until the dough isn't sticky. So, since we did that, now we're gonna have to knead it. We got our cutting board, flour onto here. And now see, we have the dough. Bring that out onto our surface here. Ooh, all over the place, dude. Alright, as it's all stuck to my fingers. There we go. Scrape it out off. Alright, give me 2 seconds. Let me wash my hand. So now it wants us to knead it. I'm gonna stick my hands in the flour here. Sprinkle a little on top. Just so it doesn't really, you know, stick to us too much. There we go. All right. So then it just wants us to knead it until it's not sticky or it's soft enough that when you poke it, it bounces back. You just want to knead that on here. And knead, you just want to keep folding it. Fold and push to knead it. And essentially what Ronto wrappers are is just like a pita bread. All right. I need a little more flour on my cutting board. It's still sticky. Put a little more on my cutting board here so we don't get stuck to it.
Clean bowl and cover it with plastic wrap or damp kitchen towel. I'm probably going to do the damp kitchen towel. And then you gotta let it set and rest for an hour or until it's doubled. Or you already use the plastic wrap because I can see how good it looks, you know? Alright. There we go, see?
Bring it up so you can see how it comes back when you poke it. How it's like not sticky anymore. It's a good firm piece of bread dough now. All right, we're gonna put it in this bowl because it's nice and clean. Set that bad boy right there. Okay, so we have our plastic wrap. Place that over. All right. And then I am going to set a timer on my phone. For an hour. Make sure it's covered lightly, not too tight. And then this should be double in size in about an hour. So we're gonna let that sit for an hour, like I said, and then I'll be back, and then we will do the breaking it up into 6 pieces, and then we will cook it in the pan. All right? So I'll see you guys. So it's been an hour, and Airthorn's here now.
What's up, guys?
So we're gonna do the whole cooking of it now, because it's all doubled in size. It's huge now.
Yeah, we'll show you in a second.
So here we have the dough, all floofy and doubled in size.
Correct.
Okay, so we're gonna bring it over to the cooking board, because now I get some flour on my hands, so it doesn't get every, so it doesn't stick. Put some of the flour on the rolling pin here. All right, so let's try to get into 8. Right, a nice little bowl. You want to try to roll it out so it's like 1/4 of an inch thick. I have no idea what size that is, but that looks good because it's gonna puff up anyways. Okay. While I get these all ready, we're gonna get the pan started. Okay. So there's the one. All right, now that we have the pan heated up and we got our 8 here, we're gonna throw them in one by one. You wanna cook each side like 3 to 5 minutes.
Oh, it's okay. So we got the fresh. What we're doing right now is we're peeling the skin for the fried Zuchii. I already did one. That's the example. I'm just showing you how to do it. Do not touch the peeler. You're gonna need a potato peeler. Word of advice: do not let your children touch it, because when I was younger, I actually peeled skin off of my thumb because my mother let me peel the potatoes for whatever reason. So be careful. You don't need no injuries. Okay. So what I'm probably gonna do is, this is about what, 3 inches you would think. So just cut it in half and then make little sticks.
Yeah.
So cut the zucchini in half. And then what we're gonna do is this. Perfect. Okay. Then what you can do from there, get it onto a flat side. Okay. Not too hard or anything. It's real simple. Just make some definitive cuts. It depends how thick you want them as well. It's not a big deal. Do what your preference is. But for us, we're making them nice and thick.
So now I have in this lovely pot here the oil for the frying, so we're gonna get that going. There. I'm gonna let that heat up.
Take a zucchini stick. Let me roll up the sleeves real quick. Wow. Alright, you take a zucchini stick and drop it in the flour. Alright. Drop it in the egg, flip it around. Okay, let it sit there. Then you want to roll it in the breadcrumb mixture, which contains, again, it contains breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese, salt, and pepper, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Okay, now I need a plate, or it's gonna, fall. Whatever. Doesn't really matter what you do with it. You could dump it directly in to the oil if you'd like. Whatever's easier for you.
All right, so while the Zuchii is frying and we have all of our wraps done, we're gonna use the same pan for the Ronto wraps. You need ground pork and chorizo, but chorizo you gotta take it out of the casing. So let me do that here.
I'm just gonna sprinkle it.
All right, while he finishes chopping those up, you have half a yellow onion here. Turn this down a little bit because it's hot from using it before. And you're gonna cook those in oil. About 2 tablespoons of oil, but it looks like more because we had some in there from before. So they soften up. We're gonna add in this nice chunky block ground pork. Okay, and now we're gonna put in the chorizo to mix it in and have it brown. You just want it to brown up a little bit. with the pork.
Dropped a little bit. It's all right.
Alright, once this all browns up, you're gonna add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar into it.
Oh, like all clumped up in one spot. It's okay.
It's cool. It'll get it together. And then, like, if you get like these tubes of like tomato puree or tomato paste, squeeze in the whole tube. Can you do it?
Hold this.
Or like 14 ounces of tomato puree, tomato paste.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Alright, that's all of the crust.
Mix all that together.
I'll do this since you got the camera. Say, Ma, get the camera.
After you mix it all together, you're gonna let it sit and cook for 15 minutes. And then after that, we'll show you what it looks like. All right, now after 15 minutes, it should look like this with the sauce all thickened. And then you are ready to eat it and serve it.